has always been afraid of the dark. Our evolution under the sun drives our psyche. And in fact, in little as 48 hours in continual darkness and isolation, you'll start to hallucinate and go mad. My passion brings me into the battle between light and dark regularly. I'm a caver, and I've been doing it for many years, and I feel very comfortable in them. For me, caving is, I become one with the earth. I love the way a cave smells. I love the way it feels. I love the way it kind of hugs you when you start to wiggle through passages. It just grounds me, and I feel just content, and it's in my sanctuary down there. But not everyone likes to go caving, evidently. There's many phobias associated with it, and there's probably some that aren't up there. But I'm not perfect either. I have my own phobias, but fortunately they're mostly not on this list. Although I have been claustrophobic a few times. But part of the being comfortable in a cave is bringing in the right gear. And I bring in a bag, and I have certain things in it that will keep me comfortable. Water, extra light is extremely important, and a piss bottle, some food. Cavers carry everything out of a cave, so yes, a urine bottle is important. And one of the things that I like to do underground, or one of the reasons is because it's an underground golf or obstacle course in the dark. You have to wiggle, you have to squirm, you have to climb passages. Sometimes you're way out of your comfort zone doing it, but I just love how it just energizes me, and I use muscles that I have never used before. In making sense of the underground, I'll go down and help survey it. And by surveying a cave, you get to know where certain passages are. You get to know how long the cave is, where certain features are in the cave. And occasionally you get to name some passages, and they can get put on the map. One of the projects I work on is Wind Cave National Park. I'm a volunteer up there. I've been doing it for 20 years with them. I go in with a team of 3 other people, and we basically map or find passage, explore it, map it, and inventory it. Inventory is just basically marking any features. Is there any formations? What level is the cave in? Is there other minerals in there? Any animals we saw? But we bring all that data out, and the Park Service adds it to their master archive line plot file. This line plot is the most recent. It has over 147, it's close to 148 miles long. What they do with this then is we can overlay it and get more information out of it. This is showing basically where passage trends are in relation to the surface. Are they going to go? Are they not going to go? Where's the aquifer contact? Is it under road? Maybe they would like to do another entrance one of these days. And then they will use that data to make a final map. And this one shows basically the big passage, names of passages, the level of the cave that it is. And this map here is 25 miles ago. It was 122 miles in, so anyway, it's a little outdated, but we're waiting for a new one. It just takes time. Not everything, though, struggles in the dark. There's certain critters that live in there. These were collected by David Steinman. He's a cave biologist with the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. He's been doing it for quite a while now, and he's already identified over 100 species. Most of them are totally unique to the cave they're in. There's always slight differences. Either pinchers are longer, legs are longer. The worms in the middle, though, those are from Steamboat Springs. There's a sulfur cave there, and it's a very important cave. They found out that this lives in a very toxic environment. The hydrogen sulfide gas is in there, and it would basically, we would not be able to breathe. But these worms live in that, and they thrive in it. They're using that for study and for medicine, and anyway, it's just a great discovery. And then there's the common bat, or the common critters. The bats are the most critical. They're going through they're dying off in the Northeast due to white nose syndrome. And it's a fungus that affects them, wakes them up during hibernation. And sadly enough, there could be some vets with it right now, and they're probably not doing very well. They could be dying in the entrance, and that just breaks my heart. But this also breaks my heart, seeing people disrespect caves, disrespecting nature, disrespecting the planet. And things are forever down there in a cave. It moves so slowly down there. Things don't wash off. And of course, we've trashed the entire planet. There's virtually no place left on the surface that we haven't impacted. Whether it's wedding balloons being let go or cans being tossed in the ocean, it's just horrible. But there are some virgin caves that are still out there. They haven't been discovered yet, but they're still there. We haven't tapped in. Well, we have the technology to tap into some of them now, and it's becoming more and more easier to do. But I'm torn between, basically even talking about caves, but I want more notice, and I want people to understand and educate people on how delicate these environments are. Once we start going down the path of opening all these up, we'll lose them, and I mean by going through the cave, just me going through, and as careful as I am, I will still impact the cave. I'm going to leave skin cells. I can drop an eyelash inadvertently, an occasional spit bubble or something when I'm talking, but I try not to do it, but it happens. And so the more people that do go caving into an environment like this, the more impacts there are, and there's more cleanup involved. So I come to the, whether or not to encourage everyone to go caving. I know most of you probably don't want to go because of the phobias, and understandable. But we can all participate by just learning a little bit more about caves, and then educating people, your kids, your friends, anybody else that may be going caving, to just respect these places and not turn them into that vandalized party cave picture. So I'm torn between, for me anyway, because I know that I impact caves, of opening up these virgin caves and going in. I have seen virgin cave, many miles of it, and I've seen the impacts associated with that. So I'm it's like, go caving, Randy, follow your passion. No, preserve them forever, preserve them. And I wish I had an easy answer. There are enough caves out there, enough of them have already been impacted to the point of, they are what they are, so I will still continue to go to those and follow my passion and squirm and feel it and love it. And some of the other ones, we just need to respect them from afar. There's people that can go in occasionally to these. They're gated or they're closed for whatever reason. Anyway, so if you'd like to know more, please educate yourself. There's plenty of books out there. There's lots of documentaries. And anyway, love your mother, and especially what's underneath. Thank you.